Hi, I'm Ashley Appap.
And I'm Hayley Tanto.
Welcome to Call an Adult, a Pretty Little Liars recap podcast.
Each week we'll dive headfirst into the absolutely bonkers world of PLL as we recap the iconic series.
Where everyone is hot.
And no one calls an adult.
Let's go, bitches!
A.
Snapping my fingers on Thanos. We've done this before.
Ooh. It's not an episode of this podcast if you don't start singing.
If you don't start singing, if we don't talk about how we snap our fingers before we record, which is no one's business.
But our own.
But our own. Stream Cowboy Carter. It's
Don't tell me what to do.
Stream Cowboy Carter.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
So funny for Beyonce to say Thanos. Okay. Hello, how are you?
It's so funny for Beyonce to say Thanos.
This coffee.
Okay, full disclosure, we got coffees. This is the third episode that we're recording today out of a bunch of episodes that we're recording, and the coffees are hitting hard.
The coffees are hitting. Because we recorded 2 episodes and we were flagging, then we had a break, and then we had the coffees, and then we were talking about our mental illnesses, and it was a really wonderful chat.
So now we're going to be talking at this rate for the entire episode. Let's go.
We sound like we're on 1.5.
We sound like we're on 1.5. Welcome to the 1.5 YouTube video that you put on 1.5 to put in the background while you clean.
1.5 is psychotic.
I love 1.5.
And I guess soon after this, we will crash and burn, girl, which is the name of this episode.
That
PLL.
is an incredible segue.
Thank you.
What a gift this episode was. So season 4, episode 7.
Crash
Here we
and burn,
are.
girl.
Crash and burn, girl. Which is such a cunty episode title. Crash and burn, girl.
And a good Robin song.
Incredible. This episode was directed by King Ron Lagomarsino.
Oh, we love.
We stan. It was directed by Brian M. Holdman. We stan.
Stan.
And this episode came out on July 23rd, 2013. So happy birthday to any July 23rd babies out there.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. 1.5.
1.5.
Including these July 23rd birthday babies. Recent Tony winner, Daniel Radcliffe.
Wow.
King, happy birthday.
I thought the name was Tony Winner. And you're like, Tony Winner. And
Tony Winner.
I was like, will I know this person? But Daniel Radcliffe, what did he win a Tony for?
Merrily We Roll Along.
Wow.
Him and Jonathan Groff.
Wow.
Incredible.
Is that a good show? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I know that they are making a feature film version with Beanie Feldstein and Ben Platt, and they're filming it in reverse because it's set over many years, and they're filming it like Boyhood style.
Wow. That sounds fantastic.
Incredible. I can't wait to see that. Happy birthday. Also, July 23rd, baby, David Dobrik, YouTube personality.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paul Wesley, Vampire Diaries.
It's not in the
Icon.
same universe as PLL, but it feels very adjacent.
Oh, it's adjacent.
It's adjacent.
Oh, it's adjacent to Laurentiis. Happy birthday, Marlon Wayans, comedy icon. We stand.
Ruled our childhoods.
Oh, speaking of rule, happy birthday, Slash. You rule.
Happy birthday, Slash.
Guitar?
Yes?
Guitar?
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
Yes, guitar.
Yes.
A merry guitar to you. Happy birthday to one of the genuinely coolest seeming people in the world, Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
Happy
birthday, Woody.
birthday. I saw something come up on my Instagram recently that was saying that he never checks his phone. He doesn't take his phone anywhere with him because he doesn't want to be that accessible to the world. There's no reason for him to be that accessible. He will check his phone when he wants to check his phone. And that's how I am because I have all my notifications off. And
Great.
but also I am always on my phone. So it's
I'm always on my phone. I'm very jealous. I feel like he might have an assistant that makes his life a little, and also he can do that. He's Woody Harrelson.
He's Woody Harrelson.
People would think I'm ghosting them or dead.
Hayley, you can do that.
You think I can do that?
I think you can do that. I think we can all do that. Or if you're out there and you want to be either of our assistants so that we can be like Woody Harrelson, inquire with him. Happy birthday, Michelle Williams.
Wait, Destiny's Child or actor?
Destiny's Child.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday and R.I.P. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh.
It's a big, July 23rd, big day for birthdays.
It's a big time. June and July are big birthday months.
Big birthday months. Happy birthday, icon of the screen, icon of That's Chaos, Magic Wonder, as I quoted in our last episode, Catherine Hahn.
Oh my goodness.
Girl.
Agatha all along. Chaos,
right.
Coven of Chaos. The Bee. They keep renaming the show.
They keep renaming it. Well, also, she's done so much
She's done
else.
so much more than that.
Queen. We can't ever forget when she made that incredible teleprompter change in Anchorman.
Huge.
She's the one. Happy
Huge.
birthday to Australian internet icon Chloe Hayden. Go off. Thank you for doing all the work you do.
From Heartbreak High?
From Heartbreak
Oh,
High.
she's so good in Heartbreak High.
And her online presence is great. She's so positive and lovely.
She's wonderful.
Happy birthday. And
Everyone watch Heartbreak High on Netflix, by the way. I've said this a few times, but watch Heartbreak High,
Watch
the
it.
reboot on Netflix. It's really fun.
it's really fun.
I think you'll like it if you like PLL. They're not really related, but you'll like it.
There's some similar
Yeah. Just like a hot
vibes.
little teen show. And as I think
Yeah.
I've said this recently, but the second season does have PLL vibes of like there is a
all
texts, blackmail, etc.
we love. Speaking of text, I'm going to read the text on my screen that is telling me what the number one song was on July 23rd, 2013. the
It's still
episode
blurred
release date.
lines.
Okay, well, you've got a few options. Okay. Is it Still Blurred Lines?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Probably.
Is it Wake Me Up by Avicii?
Wake me up when it's all over.
When I'm not it's all over.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Or Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood.
I need to listen to this Sweater Weather song because I feel like I would know it, but I don't know it by name.
Me neither. And in my
it's
head, I'm like,
coming up a lot.
Sweater weather, is that like, I'm cozy wearing a sweater in this?
It sounds like it'd be a very
weather? I don't think
delightful
so.
song.
It's got to be.
We'll listen to it off pod.
What do we think it is? People, listeners at home, watchers at home, cucks.
I'm going to say Blurred Lines one more time.
She's going again.
One more time, but I hope that Avicii takes it. Or at least next time. But I'm like, let's go for Blurred Lines one more time.
Okay, now Hayley, you do remember the chokehold that Blurred Lines had over the populace. Will that lead you astray, or will that lead you to another victory?
Wake me up when it's all over.
Well, I won't be waking you
When
up
Blurred
because it was
Lines was-
Blurred Lines again. You're
Yeah.
correct.
Yep.
How does it feel?
Feels pretty shit because that's a long time for that song to reign supreme. But it feels really good to be right.
Amen.
I love being right.
Amen to seeing Chappelle Corbin Blue. Okay, now it's time to hear from the 12-year-olds, the icons, the legends who write the PLL episode wiki.
Oh, we
description.
love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We hope the sentence structure is there for this one.
it won't be.
It never is. Okay. Toby and Caleb team up to track down possible suspects. Spencer tells Hannah that Ashley could be charged with voluntary manslaughter or worse, first-degree murder.
Or worse, expelled. Sorry.
Or worse, expelled.
Expelled.
Emily steals a key to Wilden's apartment from the Rosewood PD and searches it with the help of Spencer and Aria. Toby and Caleb learned from Nigel Wright that he was paid to create a fake fight plan for Cece Drake. Mike is accused of vandalizing Connor's car, but Ezra talks to Hackett so that Mike won't be expelled. Caleb steals Nigel's phone and tries to find more information. The girls learn from a box in Wilden's apartment that he was also targeted by a... Pam is suspended from work when the key to Wilden's apartment is missing. That night, A crashes a car into the living room of the Fields house, attempting to kill Pam!
It all happened that night.
And there's an A ending where A is in a hardware store buying house supplies addressed to Emily Fields. House fixing supplies. Sorry.
It's like home repairs for dummies or something.
It's
cunty.
It's cunty. Now, Hayley, what does Australian streaming service Stan say about this episode?
When I saw what Australian streaming service Stan had to say about this episode, I was very, very, very excited.
I'm thrilled. What's about to happen?
Australian streaming service Stan says, Caleb and Toby, Keegan Allen, team up to investigate A. That's it.
So there's no Tyler Blackburn.
No, it's just
Keegan Allen.
Keegan Allen.
He's a great name to shout.
Keegan Allen.
And the reason we shout, of course, is because Stan puts their names in all
in
caps.
brackets in all caps, which I love. I think some people write to us on the Patreon when they comment, they'll be like, Torito, and it's just so, it's great.
It's
Thank
important.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyway, I love, what did I learn they were called? Taleb. I learned they were called Taleb, which is a bit lazy.
Caleb.
I think I've called them like Barchburky.
Barchburky is
It's what I
way
have
better.
referred to them in, which is look, if you're new to the pod, which you're probably not, but if you are, I guess both of those are in jokes of we call Toby Toberky and we call Caleb the Barch King because in the tent we see his butt arch.
It's
His
not
back
that
arch,
hard.
not
You
a
must
butt
remember.
arch.
You must remember his butt arch. No, it is his butt arch
is it
because we see that
butt arch?
we see the arch of his back and his little butt pop out. His barch. It's his back and the arch of his back.
So they're Barchburky.
Barchburky. You understand.
Get into it. Yeah.
And now
Let's ride.
let's ride. Just like Emily's favorite biker, Toberky, let's ride.
Which is still the craziest tidbit.
Does she know any other bikers? I think not.
No.
We begin at Marin Diet House.
Spencer and Emily are cleaning up the kitchen. Emily's shoulder still hurts. Forgot about that pesky little shoulder.
El Pescos.
Aria says Hannah's not eating. These girls, and they're not eating.
For two Italiano girls, you gotta eat.
Oh my goodness. When I'm sad, I want to eat.
When I'm sad, I want to eat.
I do just want to eat pasta. It is like I really just want pesto pasta.
Absolutely.
And when I'm happy, I want that too.
The main thing is we always want it.
We always want it. Spencer, you know I love a food detail. Spencer suggests that they get the mozzarella sticks from the brew.
The Gru.
I think I wanted to say the grill.
The Gru from Despicable Me in this universe.
And honestly, maybe she does. Maybe she does say the grill, and I wrote down the brew because
no, I think it is the Brew.
Do they sell mozzarella sticks there?
Oh, the things that happen at the Brew open mic nights,
Wow,
mozzarella sticks. It's the people's brew at this point.
it is. And I just like to know what the girls. I like knowing that Ali liked the Chinese chicken salad. I like knowing that Hannah would be a mozzarella stick girl.
Oh, I'm a mozzarella stick.
Hannah would not eat all day and then eat mozzarella sticks. I feel
Yes.
like would be her diet.
Yes. Me when I'm stressed and don't know what to eat and don't know what to do.
Same.
Incredible. So I've written Caleb and Toberky, but of course we're now referring to them as Barchburky,
Barchburky.
as is Andrew Cunanan.
Andrew, I feel like I haven't said Andrew Cunanan in a while.
Say it.
Andrew Cunanan.
Get it. Andrew Cunanan, aka
Canon.
Canon. Barchburky are doing some investigative journalism in the loft. And they genuinely are. They genuinely are.
Oh my God. There's like, okay. One, Toberky tells Caleb that Hannah's a tough girl, which I liked. I don't know. He just says like, Hannah's a tough girl. I was like, love.
Love that. You're
Love.
like, my girlfriend's friend is a tough girl.
Tough girl. And
Tough
then
girl.
they have their coffees in hand and they're like, let's do this. And they turn to their murder board or whatever, their A board. And there's like rock music playing. Or they go, ready to do this? Let's get started. And I said, okay, sexy boys.
Imagine if they turned around and it was like, oh, wah. It was that song,
Which song?
Down with the Sickness. You know, that song that's like, oh, wah. I'm keeping all of this in the video if you're watching. Hey, Hayley's mic's moving up and down and she got so spooked by it.
Does it sound okay?
It sounds fine. I can still hear you.
Sorry.
It was very funny. It was just kind of going like, whoa, poking up and
Bumped
down.
it
And
they're very intuitive and they move.
She was so afraid.
It really was. And there's a post-it note that says, where is A? This was the best
Amazing.
cold open ever. I love the boys.
They've got like one of those classic, like the red string timeline thing happening where they haven't actually.
Michael Massinio.
It's Michael Massinio
And everything else. but
vibes. It's
Michael
incredible.
Massinio to me.
But it's like at the beginning stages where they haven't started to connect the dots. It's like we're about to, and Toby's like, "Are you ready?" And like, let's do this. Yeah. And then imagine just put into that. Do you know which song I'm talking about?
No. But I feel like I would play it now.
Do you feel that? Here we go.
Is the build up.
I thought it was then, but he said, "Oh shit."
Did I shit?
He said, "Oh shit."
Oh, shit. Yes.
Right?
It absolutely should have played it from there. That's...
Imagine if it cut to them and like, "You ready? Let's go." Oh.
or Oh, shit.
I've talked about this with our dear friend Josh Schodzisner, fellow.
Get him on the pod.
Get him on the pod.
Anytime we mention anyone, we're like, get him on the pod.
Get him on the pod. I think he'd be great on the pod.
I would like Josh on the pod.
We're going to make him watch the whole show just to get him on the pod. We've talked about that song before, how doing that voice is actually really hard. Because you either have to do it quietly, or if you try to do it loud, you have to use all the support in the world. I'm going to do an example. Oh, it's hard to do loud. Oh, it's easier to do quieter. So maybe that's why Caleb didn't burst into that, because it's hard.
No. But he should have.
Speaking of hard, Pam is suggesting that Emily get some injections that they cannot afford for her shoulder to avoid surgery.
Yes, because like the physio's not working, so
but then she also says it is at one point. I'm confused by
I'm very confused.
This.
But so essentially like Pam's like, I've booked you an appointment, go, go, go.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know, I guess. And guess what? Emily doesn't go. Emily doesn't fucking go.
No. And you know what does go hard? Ashley Barron in an orange jumpsuit. She looks great in a prison garb.
Looks so good every time, because I don't know if she's like in jail or at the police station, because she's kind of in like,
I think she's
awaiting
custody.
her arraignment. Yeah, she's in custody, because the location I've written down is Polizia. For you. This scene is like so beautiful because
it's sad.
Ashley's really down and Hannah's like, here's what we can wear to your arraignment. And she's also like, I'm booking tickets for like some silent auction and I'm booking 2 of them.
She's like, you're going to be my date.
Yeah. And Ashley's like, don't hold your breath. And she says at some point, Regina, I think because she talks about like Tom's grandma, and then she talks about Regina, who we love.
Grandma. Gag, we love.
Gag.
We miss.
She's like, Regina is a tough old broad. I could really use some tough right now.
Because she's asking her to bring, she's like, okay, yeah, can you get that outfit out, set that aside? And she's like, what about jewelry? She's like, oh, the watch from Nana Marin. She gave it to me. Like, it'd help me feel tough. But apparently Veronica Slaystings has advised her no jewelry, which sucks. And Hannah is just like so in denial about the whole thing.
She really is.
It sucks. And then we're back to Barchburky.
And I just want to make a quick comment, because like at some point there's like a school thing quickly where like Connor has been driving the vandalized car. So just that the car is vandalized.
The car is fucked up from the last episode.
I just want to say that.
Important.
That'll come back. All right, so Barchburky.
Oh my God. They are, I don't know where they are. Are they in the loft still? I've just written Barchburky talk about A and Redcoat and the fire at the lodge. The fire at Thornhill, as we're now
because they're looking
to
for matches to the tail number Spencer got off the plane.
Yes. And then Caleb's like looking through things and he finds this bundle of notes and there's a sticker on it that says blonde girl. So it's the notes that from like Dr. Palmer when Toby met with him. Radley? Somewhere? And Toberky does not want to talk about it and refuses to give any info. And Caleb's like,
cagey.
oh, okay, Jesus.
Okay. And then
they find some kind of flight record.
They found that flight record and they're like, we got to get to Hal Acres Flight Center.
Okay.
Which I just love these two together. I love Barchburky.
Barchburky is important.
It's so important.
It's beautiful.
I also just love when Caleb and Toby Berkey, I love it when they're in. I love it when it's like same as like Ashley being in. I just like it when more characters are in on
when they know what's
the
going
A thread
on.
a little bit.
Absolutely. It's nice. Then Ezra is asking Hannah if she's okay because of everything going on with her mum at school. And she says she feels like she's that woman in the book, which I love. I love this scene.
That was so real. That was
so funny.
Real.
And he's like,
which book?
There's so many books.
She's like, Madame Defarge or Madame Debarge, she gets it wrong.
And then he's like, you mean this? And it's like, shut the fuck up, Ezra.
Shut up, cunt. And she's like, sorry, I haven't got that essay to you. And then she's like, I will soon. He was like, what essay? To be like, you don't have to do it.
And then he's like, but you do have to do it at some point when everything dies down.
And she says, thank you for being a very decent guy. And I'm like, well, look, this was a nice scene.
This was a nice scene, but he's done things before. Then Principal
Hack. That's how I wrote it. Principal Hack.
Principal Hack.
He stops Arya on these damn stairs.
Oh my God, these stairs are purgatory.
And he's like, I think essentially it's like Mike's might have vandalized Connor's car. And then he asked about like Mike's meds.
He's like, your brother's medication. Is he still
Misstep.
taking it?
Absolute misstep. Unprofessional.
Have we ever heard of any medication being taken by Mike at this point?
Okay, thank you. I was like, I just assumed yes, and I'd forgotten.
No, I don't remember this, which made me think like maybe it's not something we even know about, but also why is Principal Hack?
He's such
bringing
a
up
hack.
Daria? He is a hack.
He is such a hack.
He should be in the next season of Hacks.
Except I don't want him in the next season of Hacks. Also, watch Hacks.
Watch Hacks.
It's so good.
It's so good.
At Polizia. Or do you have anything else on that?
Next, I've written MC's Pam, open a little box, and the key has Wilden's name on it.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Then I just wrote literally so handy Pam working at Rosewood PD. That does change
That
very
does-
soon.
Oh!
The
Dear
second I
Lord.
wrote that, it was like, it's over. It's over.
It's over. And then I've written Byron!
Oh my God. Thank God. King Byron Fishlips Montgomery is back. He's like, Mike is in
Sorry. King Fishlips Byron Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Okay, because he comes.
The name gets longer and harder. So Mike is in
Just
Big
like his
Trouble.
dick.
Trouble. Mike is in Big Trouble. I love Big Trouble.
Mike's in big trouble. These coffees have sent us.
My brain is working so much faster than my mouth today.
Mike is in big trouble.
Big Trouble is great.
Big trouble title of it for
Oh my
sure.
God. Big Trouble.
Mike in big trouble.
Because Connor is filing a police report, so it's Big Trouble.
Oh my God, it's big trouble.
Oh, and
Aria tells Byron about the rumor, but she also doesn't quite tell him. She's like, there's a rumor going around. I think it's about me.
and Byron's like, yuck. Anyway, Connor is the one who should be punished, and he goes and finds Mike. So Byron is dadding because his kids are in big trouble.
Oh my! Speaking of big trouble, looks like Ashley Marin's getting 20 years at best case scenario in prison or life,
Oh my God.
which we don't want for our girl,
We really don't.
not for our redheaded beauty.
Hannah Sob is what I wrote.
Hob.
Hannah Sob had a big sobber. Also that she's been in this scene, she's 40. She's a big sobber.
I'm like almost crying. So big trouble, big
trouble.
sobber.
Big sobber.
Big sobber.
This scene does start with also Hannah is forging her mum's signature on checks because she needs to make sure the bills get paid while her mum's away.
Forge.
Big sobber.
Forge, mama, big sobber.
Forge.
Then Barchburky are at the flight place.
Which I've called Little Airfield because I did not know what to call it. So
A
it's
little airfield is
Little
a great
Airfield.
placeholder.
And I wrote, a handsome man named Nigel Wright is manning reception.
Nigel, so right, he don't want to be wrong.
Just seems like a Wright brothers thing.
Oh,
They're like
the guys with the plane.
The plane, the Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers.
It's not in my trivia. So this is the guy. Remember when at Wilden's funeral, when Jenna walks in with a really hot guy on her arm?
That's him?
It's him.
Whoa.
And we were just like, Jenna walks in with an extremely handsome man.
It's Nigel Wright.
It's Nigel Wright, and he's only in these 2 episodes.
If Nigel's wrong, I don't want to be Nigel Wright.
He also plays, I'm ruining the trivia, but he also plays he plays Charles in Riverdale, which I think is in like season 4 when it's essentially Silence the Lamb season. It's really good. What's nuts? Because I was like, I know this man. He's a famous actor. He does well. But
he does well.
But I know
But
him
he could
from
never
this and
he could never do better
Riverdale.
than Little Airfield. I'll tell
Little
you that much.
Airfield.
This is the peak. They're looking for the flight that they have found the flight path for or something. They're looking
Yes.
for another part of the flight
There's
path.
a lot of. I'm so glad that you also. Me writing these notes are like they're looking to track a number. They're trying to track a number.
They're tracking a number and they're tracking a flight.
And they're tracking a flight, I
in
think.
the little airfield.
In the little airfield. And Caleb slips him some cash, which I was like, a film noir.
Senior bribe. And also I've referred to the plane, the specific thing that they're looking for on Lodge Night,
Lodge Night.
which was the night of the fire at the lodge.
Thornhill?
At Thornhill.
At Thornhill.
On Thornhill. Why is this hill so covered in thorns? Bloody Rose.
Oh my God, Noah having to run through the rose thorns.
Sorry guys,
which
summer
was
school. If you haven't
crazy.
listened or watched, we're summer school pilled.
We loved it. So once they track the number, it's like the name is John Smith. It's going to someplace in Delaware. So it's like they think it's like a forged lead.
And and Senior Nigel is very sus.
And he's like, oh, I guess it was foggy that night. It's like, how do you fucking remember that?
I literally wrote, oh yeah, the night he said it was really foggy that night, so a plane wouldn't have been able to land. And I was like, how would he remember what night it was just from seeing the date on the thing?
100%.
I was like, Susiana Grande for sure.
And then he makes a mysterious call and he looks sus.
And looks sus. Then the girls are breaking into Wilden's apartment. And I want to know, why are the blinds on a dead man's home where the police definitely have been into, they're open? The blinds are like the
and this is why we say at the end of every episode, close your damn blinds.
All right?
Wilden, wake up from the dead and close your damn blinds. You fool.
You're a fool.
Fool.
You're a fool, Kim.
I love this. They put on gloves for once.
They put on gardening gloves, better than nothing.
Yeah, Spencer's so like,
Why do
I
they
know
put
it's
them
a
in?
joke, but Spencer's like, ugh, these gloves suck. I'm like, oh my God, shush.
Why do they put them on after they've walked into the
fucking
house? Their
idiots.
fingerprints are on the outside of the fucking door handle.
I love these girls and they're a lot smarter than I was at that age. They're fucking
But they're
idiots.
still dumb cunts.
Sometimes.
And we love them.
Oh, because we're all dumb cunts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Once again, the famous quote that I said to my friend Mel, you're a dumb cunt, but a smart bitch.
Oh, I love that. And that is
important.
these girls.
And that's all of us.
These girls.
Honestly. Then Barchburky says the exact same thing that we thought was, how did that guy know that it was foggy that night? Or if it was. Incredible. Then they're looking at the lighter that Barchburky found next to him at the lodge night.
Because he thinks that NW was Northwest.
Northwest. Oh my God. Northwest.
Child of Kim and Kanye.
She is A.
She would be a good A.
Should be a great A.
But instead, is it Nigel Wright? Oh,
Maybe. Then back at Wilden's apartment, the girls find a gift box from a fancy steak company where apparently Emily's uncle sends her dad those steaks every year on his birthday.
Absolutely. She's like, this is that fancy steak company. And then what you said. And I was like, fancy steak company is so funny. Also, Aria finds some naughty videos and one of them is Lord of the G-Strings.
Important.
Which was so important to write down that Wilden would have that.
They open the box and there is steak in there, but then there's also a note buried underneath the steak that says, can't wait to see you at our little barbecue. Kisses, A.
And it's all these like unrefrigerated steaks, so it's stinky.
Oh, it stinks.
So they're all like pong, P-U.
It's pong.
It's really pong.
Then Hannah puts a dress in a dress bag.
Oh, it's a music moment. It's very sad.
Yeah.
She's getting these outfits ready. It's a long music moment.
It's silent in terms of dialogue.
She's
it's music.
working. Ashley Benson is working.
She's absolutely
I forgot her last name for a second. Trubba.
Big Trubba.
Big Trubba.
Then Ezra and Aria talk about Mike. I don't know where they are. I don't care. That's all I've written down for that.
Yes, because then I've got Byrong and Mike chat to Hack. What a sentence. While Aria is sitting outside on that little bench that we know.
Little bench.
And Ezra in these last two episodes is always approaching. He's always just around and I wrote, go do some fucking work. But yeah, he approaches Aria and I didn't write what he does.
He's just talking to her and he's talking about the situation. He's like, and then I'm like, oh, did Ezra smash Connor's car?
I'll smash the windows out your car.
Because I think he says something like, I would do anything for you. He says it later.
Oh, he says that. Yes.
Or then, I can't remember. But
I
it's
think he does say it here.
Was it him that did that?
I hope so. And I would like to see him in a hood.
Absolutely. Then we see that Emily takes the key from Pam's desk. She took it away. But actually, we already know that because how'd they break into the apartment?
Oh, Emily goes back to the station to return the key, but the cops have already noticed it was missing.
So
they're like, searching through Pam's desk.
Terrifying.
And they're like, if we don't find the key, there's going to be a problem. And oh boy, is there a problem.
Then Barchburky.
This scene is crazy.
They go back to
Little Airfield.
Little Airfield.
Little Airfield.
And they interrogate Nigel and he reveals that he made a fake flight plan for someone. Someone paid him, asked him to do that, and he's like, I could lose my license, whatever.
Oh my God,
and
who cares, Nigel?
Honestly, in the sentence he says that, and they don't even say who. He just kind of like, I guess the girl was maybe named, I don't know, Cece Drake.
Drake? It's like, okay.
And it's like,
and then
oh,
he sprints away.
He sprints away and throws like a locker or something down and blocks the door. And I'm like, that's going to damage your workplace, King.
Okay.
You lost your license for sure.
And Caleb lifts his phone.
Caleb, when they were tussling, Caleb had stolen his phone. Slay. Techno Toy Boy. His software slays, by the way.
His software does slay, by the way.
Knew. Then Ezra threatens Hack.
Oh, I love it because...
Which we do love.
Because he's like, I heard you brought up Mike's medication.
To his sister.
That's like really unprofessional. I'm like, this whole thing is unprofessional.
This whole city, this whole state, this whole country, everything in this universe is unprofessional.
And Hack does kind of turn this around on him, I guess, by being like, I guess you're being inappropriate too. And it's like, well, we're all inappropriate.
At the end of the day, we're all inappropriate.
But Ezra does look, he has a good episode.
I guess
he does some good things.
Speaking of good things, important PLL lore, Mike got Sausage King on the way home, which we know is his favorite.
He goes, we got Sausage King on the way home, and Ari says, that sounds like a celebration. And it's delivered so earnestly. It's so funny. I want to go to Sausage King.
You're my Sausage King.
You're my Sausage King, Big Trubba.
Big Trubba is really tickling me today.
Trubba.
Big Trubba. Oh my God.
My cousins, because all my cousins, like my mum's side are Trobbiani. That's like their last name. So they're all like, a lot of their nicknames are Trubba. So it feels like when I say Big Trubba, I feel like I'm saying Big Trubba. And I'm referring to my cousins, my uncles.
And if any of them are out there, we salute you. Thank you for being related to my queen, Hayley.
Thank you for being great cousins, great uncles, great aunties.
Thank you for staying out of Big Trubba.
Big Trubba.
Then Pam has been suspended from work, which is not what we wanted. Not what we wanted at all. They're already having money problems.
Because I've written Emily's looking up steaks.
Emily's Googling the steak
because
restaurant.
she's looking up the steak. She's looking up the steak company.
So funny. And then the family's in big trouble because they cannot afford things as it is. And
Pam is mad that she rescheduled this clinic appointment, which we brought it up at the start. We have not brought it up since. But it's been like a tense thing for Emily that she's like avoiding it. And Emma's like, oh, we're short on cash.
We're short on cash. And
now she's suspended.
So, and you hear a phone conversation with her and Wayne, hot Wayne Fields, being like, I guess we can use the emergency credit card for that's what we'll have to live off. And it's like, oh God.
Yeah, because she's like, I can't not work. Like, we can't afford that.
And then Emily gets an email that says, you crashed Wilden's. Now I'll make it all come crashing down. You crashed Wilden's?
This is a bad one. This is a weak one from
crashed his house? Crashed his, what is it? What? You know who's in big trouble. With their syntax here.
This is a bad, because I was kind of wondering I wonder if the second part of the sentence got changed at the last minute, because it feels like you crashed Wilden's and then you feel like you should say something about car. I don't know. Now I make it all come crashing down. It's a really bad one.
It's a bad one.
It's not hot in here. What was it again? Oh, fuck. Hot in here? Maybe it's just me. Come check out my movie in Screening Room 3. PLL Summer School.
Important finale limerick.
So this is a really bad one from A. A's a bit flop, but A's busy.
A's busy.
It's hard being an event planner.
Sending stakes and planning events, planning things. Now Aria's at Ezra's house. Why have you gone there, girl?
She's like, knock, knock, knock. And then she's like, here's a fucking note.
Note under his door.
And then, who comes around the corner?
Big Trubba. Big Trubba alert. He's here with a handful of groceries. At first,
milk.
At first, I was like, okay, why doesn't he have a carry bag or something? He's holding a bunch of things like they're about to fall out of his hands. And then I was like, I do that all the time.
I thought they were in a brown paper bag.
No, they were kind of all
He was
about
just
to
holding
fall,
it. Wow.
Which I kind of do. I do often. I forget to bring a bag.
Well, sometimes you go, I'm just getting one thing, and then you're like, I actually need to get 4 things, and then you have to walk home like a fucking idiot. Big Trubba.
Big Trubba.
Big Trubba.
Then this is where he says to her, there isn't anything he wouldn't do for her.
Oh, yep. And then I said, except let her grow up because she's a minor.
Because she's a minor.
But yes, he does say that, which is You smashed the windows out that car?
Did you smash the windows out that car, King? Is that song about you?
Because I want to see that.
Yeah, I wanted to see that too. I mean, we did see it. We just didn't see who was doing it.
No.
But it very well could have been him.
And then Hannah tells, oh my God.
Well, Aria yeets, important to know. Thank God she doesn't stick around and
yes.
suck his dick. She gets out of there.
Aria's being very strong.
Yeah.
Let's give her that credit.
Let's give her that credit.
She's like, stay away from me. Oh my God. Stay away from her.
Then Slay, Ashley Marin is refusing to plead guilty.
Yes,
She's talking
because
to
Hannah's
Hannah.
like, you need to plead guilty in self-defense. And Ashley's like, no, I refuse to admit to a murder that I did not commit.
Go girl.
Compliment.
It's incredible. Can't compliment. Then Nigel Wright.
Nigel Wright is having a big episode.
He's making a cuppa. He's making a cuppa.
It's Lady Grey.
And
He's like, Lady Grey,
important.
right?
That's Lady Grey, right? Important. And he's saying he's talking to someone who we don't see. He's saying that he screwed up and that Caleb took his phone. He apologizes for screwing up and says, careful, babe, and gives a drink to someone, puts it down. And we see on Le Table, where he's put down the cuppa,
We see some sunnies.
we see some iconic sunnies that Jenna has sported in the past. And it makes sense, especially with now you mentioning he's the hottie from the funeral.
Yes. So, God, Jenna pulls, and that makes sense because she's hot as hell.
Absolutely.
Tammin Sursok, hot as hell. Tammin Sursok, who follows our account.
What?
I thought I told you that. It was a while ago.
Me hearing this for the first time. Oh, no. Maybe I do remember.
But this happens to, I'm always like, I think I knew that. I just forgot. I hope she still follows us. She did follow us when she launched her podcast. And I was like, maybe she'll message. And she did not reach out. So let's try to get that popping.
Let's try to get that popping.
Nigel does refer, he's like, Caleb, the long-haired one, right? And I'm like, yeah. I don't know. I just like
The long-haired one. It's not
long-haired
that
one.
long, to be fair.
Well,
But
Toberky's had that fresh haircut.
Oh, in comparison to Toberky hair,
It's long.
it's long as hell.
long.
It's as long as Caleb Schlong. We can only assume he's got a huge dick.
Hope.
We can
He's got a
only
fat
assume.
dick.
A fat dick.
Fat.
And of course, fat spelled
I think it's
P-H-A-T,
in,
which stands for penis, hair, and testicles. A fat dick.
A fat dick. I think it's in like the other two where like Drew Carey, is looking at like something and he just goes, fat dick. And I can't remember like who it's about and what, but it's such a funny line. He's
If
like,
you have not
"Fat
watched
dick."
the other two, watch it immediately.
It is one of my top 3 favorite shows of all time.
It's so funny. Everything Drew Tarver has ever done also. I'm a big fan of every episode of Comedy Bang Bang that he's on. He's so funny. The Teacher's Lounge podcast, incredible. Anything Big Grande related, he's a king.
It's such a perfect show. Please watch it.
Please
Fat
watch
dick.
it. Fat dick. Then Pam is on the phone. Oh, this is where we hear her.
Oh,
on the
yes, okay.
Phone talking to
Yeah, and like Emily's legs look
Wayne.
great in this scene. She's wearing little shorts. And
she's wearing little shorts. She's like on the
running down
staircase
stairs.
listening to Pam. And then
Oh my, this was terrifying.
So
a
scary.
big car. A car smashes through their living room window.
it just goes doom.
That is psycho. That is Big Trubba.
Oh,
That
they
is-
in big trouble.
That is psycho. Pam is like, she
jumps out of the way.
Yeah, she jumps out of the way, like just.
And then you hear Emily being like, Mom.
But that's fucking psycho. I am so
terrifying.
afraid of that.
My first thought as well, as the camera like zooms out and you're hearing her be like, Mom, you okay, whatever. And they run away from the car. I'm like, you're not going to go to the car and see who's driving it?
Yeah.
That person, we haven't seen anyone get out of it. See who the fuck is in the car.
I bet you they'd be in like the Emily mask anyway or something.
Doesn't matter. At least then you have the information.
I know.
Then, of course, there is a very funny A scene where A is in a black hood and buys a bunch of tape and a Home Repairs for Morons book.
So funny.
So cunty.
And a gift card for Miss Emily Fields.
With $50 on it.
I'd take a $50 Bunnings gift card.
Absolutely. Bunnings is like our Home Depot. And it's savage and it's funny and it's cunty.
It's so savage and it's so funny.
I will say though, A's handwriting in this is shocking. Shocking when you see Emily, the way they write Emily Fields. The handwriting looks so shit. Like, go back to primary school. You should not have gotten your pen license. I never got my pen license.
You what? Didn't get your pen license?
Tell anyone.
You're not allowed to write. I'm calling the authorities.
Oh,
You
I've
get your
been
pen
writing.
license. Fuck. You're in big trouble.
Big trouble. Trubba.
Big Trubba. That's it. We got through that very quick. That's that 1.5.
That's that 1.5 coffee.
That's that me espresso, I guess.
Unfortunately, that is that me espresso.
That literally was that Woolies espresso that we had.
Incredible.
That was a great episode. I want more Barchburky.
I want more Barchburky. I want more Big Trubba.
Well, you're going to get it because I've been mispronouncing words all day.
We really extended the Andrew Cunanan
Big Trubba.
this episode.
Big Trubba is exciting.
Big Trubba is love. Big Trubba is life.
It's an exciting new era to be in the Big Trubba era. It's really good to add something else we have to remember every week.
And if there's any kind of Big Trubba that involves a baby, then that's Big Trubba Bubba.
Big Trubba Bubba. And if anything involves chewing gum,
That's
Big
also
Trubba
Big
Hubba
Trubba Hubba
Bubba.
Bubba. If there's any Big Trubba in the bathtub, that's Big Trubba Tubba.
Big Hubba Telescope.
Big Hubba Telescope. Bubba.
Big lion cover. Okay. We're going to crash and burn girls so hard.
You want to clean up? That's Big Bubba Scrubber.
Big Bubba Scrubber. St. Ives Big Scrubber.
Big Bubba Scrubber. We are killing it.
This is so fun. Okay, some trivia. The table read was on May 10, 2013, and filming began on May 13, 2013.
Jesus
which I
Christ.
just I love these dates. That's
turnaround.
psycho. To be like, learn all your lines.
3 days.
That's crazy. So filming took place between May 13 and May 21. That's short.
Short.
This is also the second time one of Tyler Blackburn's songs play in the show.
When? Maybe it was in the moment where we wanted it to go,
I can't. I've exited out of the trivia. Or like
Doesn't matter.
The PLL wiki. Anyway, good for Tyler Blackburn. I do remember when we like listened to the other song he did.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything about it.
So don't try and make me.
Tyler Blackburn will support you in anything that you do.
We don't want to see you Tyler Blackburn. We want to see Tyler Black shine.
And he always does.
He does. Star.
Okay, so some segments, some seggies, some seg rolls. Head to our Instagram, call.and.adult if you would like an explanation of these. It's a pinned post. You'll see it.
You're welks.
Who was the hottest adult of this episode?
Ashley married in the God orange jumpsuit.
It is Ashley married in the jumpsuit. She looks so good.
Icon.
Great. What was the yikes of the episode? What was the car going through
Yeah.
the window was a yikes.
That's a yikes.
I feel like there were others.
Hack. Asking Aria about her brother's medication
That was yikes.
is yikes.
I feel like that's it. And the stinky steaks.
Stink.
Actually, that'll be soft cover. Spoiler. Who gets a buttercream from us? Datty Hastings.
I would like to give Aria buttercream for getting the fuck away from Ezra.
Yep.
I would like to give whoever busted the windows out the car a buttercream for busting the windows out the car.
I agree.
I would like to give Barchburky a buttercream for working
they can have the whole
together.
box.
They can have the box, you know?
Absolutely. They did so well.
They did so well.
King Byron for being a dad and dadding.
Papa.
Papa, big papa.
Big Papa.
Big papa. And I would like to give Pam a buttercream for trying her best to get Emily to this whatever therapy or whatever, this appointment. And also her daughter kind of getting her suspended. Pam's just having a rough one for such a beautiful woman.
Spoiler, I'm going to give her a wine.
Oh, true. True.
I'm going to give her the whole bottle.
True. Who needs to wait for crazy bread? The car.
The car.
The car itself needs to wait for crazy bread.
And Nigel throwing that locker down.
He didn't need to be
around.
so crazy.
He you know why? Because he was like, I'm in big trouble.
I'm in big trouble. Yeah, and when you're in big trouble, you do.
You do wild moves.
You make wild moves. Wild moves.
Crazy guy.
Cool. And then what gave us a hardcover? Which is horny.
Ashley married in the jumpsuit.
Absolutely. And the boys, Barchburky working together.
Seeing them with their little board, be investigative journalists, was beautiful.
I love that. What gave us a soft cover? I just said what it was. The steaks, the stinky steaks.
Stinky steaks.
The stinky
Yucky.
steaks. And the thought of Wilden, Wilden cranking it to
Wilden?
Wilden. Wilden. The thought of Wilden cranking it to Lord of the G-strings is also soft.
Cranking it.
Cranking
Fat
it.
dick.
Cranking his fat dick. It wouldn't be a fat dick.
No. He's definitely got a skinny dick. He's got a long pencil happening.
Whoa.
Maybe it's long but no girth.
No girth, not a shred of girth. Who gets a wine from Byron?
Pam can have. I want her to have like a goon box, like cask wine
And some cheese, crackers.
Oh yeah.
Just have a little night.
Have
A little budget wine night because you're on a budget. Because you're in big financial trouble. Bouger.
Important Australian insurance ad jingle.
That's a good one.
Bouger. Budget.
Is that like Budget Direct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Budget Direct.
Not sponsored by them. And
We're
fun
not.
fact, my dad sings that song to our dog Nugget, who sings Nouge Nouge.
Oh, I love.
Important.
Oh my God.
Important.
That's so cute.
Too bad that he's a rapist. My dog.
Oh,
Not my dad.
I know. I was like, I know he's not.
My dog, for context, my dog.
I think you have
my dog
told me
impregnated
this.
my friend's dog, and she was not consenting. She was screaming,
That is so harrowing.
and all the other adults were like, "Oh, let it happen, nature." And I was like, "Stop!"
That is so harrowing.
And you know who else was screaming? Marshall, the dog. He was going, "Let her go," because he's a good man.
Oh my God. The only good man
The only good man
is Marshall.
And my dad. My dad didn't do anything like that.
He did nothing to stop the assault.
But he didn't stop. That's right. That's right.
Which is kind of boomer vibes, I guess. To be like, I don't know, let the dogs
Let the
go.
dogs bark.
Let the dogs bark.
Fat
It's like
dick.
Fat. What was the line of the episode? Oh, we got Sausage King on the way home.
Yes, we got Sausage King on the way home for sure.
Who gets a sausage?
Who gets a sausage from this
Sausage
king?
King.
Mike.
Mike.
I
love Sausage King.
Sausage King is my favorite establishment in Rosewood, apart from, of course, the Grill and the Brew and Lucky Leon's. But knowing that Mike is the only person we know of that orders from Sausage King.
Sausage King. Is it hot dogs? Or is it like German sausages?
Bratwurst?
Bratwurst.
Fat dick.
That's fat dick.
The title of that will be Big Trubba, but Fat Dick is up there.
It's very much up there. Big Trubba is probably better for just not alarming people.
And also, Big
But,
Trubba now is going to live on
Yeah.
forever. But, so will Fat Dick, if you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to fat dicks everywhere. And that's the episode. That's it.
We'd like to thank the coffees that we had.
I'd like to thank the beautiful barista that made them. They were very cheap as well.
Yeah,
and they were
$3.50 each.
very high quality because we've been insane today.
We've been in Cuckoo Kaka and Sano. And there's no one else I'd rather be stupid and silly with.
Oh, right back at you.
Yeah. Fat dick.
Well, thank you so much for that beautiful episode. My brain is fucked.
Our brains are fucked, and that's okay, Hayley. I love you.
I love you so much, Ash. Listeners, I love you.
Listeners, we love you. Or watchers, once again. If you're
peeking through the blinds of YouTube, keep peeking.
Keep peeking. But otherwise, close
your damn blinds.
Okay?
Close them.
Close them. We've closed ours. You can watch us if you watch these episodes on our YouTube channel. Otherwise, you can't watch us. And we recommend that you do the same for yourself. Unless you are putting things in a public sphere in which you have actively chosen to put them in a public sphere, shut them.
Shut them. Close your damn blinds.
Please. Big Trubba.
Big Trubba. Big Trubba.
Big Trubba. Fat dick.
Fat dick. Toberky.
Toberky.
Oh my God, a text from A. No! I don't know if the recording picked up on that, but Ash got a text the second
that we would
finished, and now we can
naturally
finish recording.
usually cut it. And my phone went zump, zump.
And it says,
hey, cunt.
you're in big trouble.
Suck
Steal
a
that fat dick.
XOXO. Hey.
Hey.
Beautiful listeners, if you didn't know, we actually have a Patreon, which we call The Dollhouse. So come hang out in our dollhouse.
We also have a YouTube channel, so if you want to watch this episode and other episodes, head to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
And you can find all updates at our Instagram or look in the episode show notes.
We love ya.
We love you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Call an Adult. We appreciate you more than Alison appreciates immortality, my darlings. Please give the show some love by giving us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast platform of choice.
You can stay up to date on episodes by following our Instagram at call.an.adult, as well as our respective Instagrams at Ashley Crapapp and at Hayley Tanto. Have a lovely day, and don't forget, shut your damn blinds! See ya! Call an Adult is recorded on the stolen lands of the Boonwurrung and Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land. Sovereignty was never ceded.